Hello students, today we discuss about conformation and physical properties of 6-membered ring system. Okay, so first we see about the planar conformation of 6-membered ring system cyclohexane. So this is the planar structure of cyclohexane. Then next is the chair conformation, and the last one is the boat conformation. Okay, these three are the structures or conformations of 6-membered ring system cyclohexane: planar structure, chair conformation, and boat conformation. Out of these three conformation, chair conformation is more stable. So we write here, this is more stable, and second, boat conformation is less stable conformation. Okay, so how this chair conformation is converted into the boat conformation, and boat conformation is changes into the chair conformation. But before that, we see how we convert planar conformation into the chair conformation. Okay, so first you see here how we convert planar into the chair conformation. If you have any substituent present on this 6-membered ring system, okay, so first we take a simple 6-membered ring system chair, and what are the actual positions on that chair. Okay, so here we take molecular formula of this cyclohexane is C6H12. Okay, so what are the positions of 12 hydrogens? And it can be represented, see here, this is your chair, and we already draw here red lines which shows the position of hydrogen present on that carbon atom. Here another 6 hydrogens are written by yellow chalk. Okay, so this is only for our convenience. Okay, see here we can divided this 12 hydrogens into 2 subparts. Red colored hydrogens, these are the red color 6 hydrogens, and these 6 hydrogens are beta hydrogens. So what is meant by beta hydrogens? Beta hydrogen means those hydrogens are present on above the plane. So what is the meaning of beta? Beta means above the plane, and yellow colored 6 hydrogens are alpha hydrogens. So what does it mean by alpha? Alpha means below the plane. below the plane. So you remember these positions, means what? If you draw any substituent on that carbon atom, on this carbon atom, at that time axial position is fixed, okay, and equatorial position is also fixed on this carbon atom. Means what? Actually you can represent equatorial position like this. Here on this carbon atom equatorial position is beta, okay. So these 6 beta hydrogens can further divided into 2 subclass, okay. Out of these 6 we can further divided 3 hydrogens, and here also 3 hydrogens, okay. So these 3 hydrogens are equatorial and these 3 hydrogens are axial, okay. So 6 hydrogen can be subdivided into 3 equatorial and 3 axial hydrogens. So we represent that, okay. First you see here, I can circle here by red chalk. These are the axial protons. This one is also axial and this one is also axial. So these 3 red colored axial protons which are circled, those are axial one. Then I represent another 3 red colored hydrogen by square. Okay, so these 3 equatorial beta hydrogens are next are yellow colored hydrogens, and these can also subdivided into 3 hydrogens equatorial and 3 hydrogens axial, okay. So these 2 types are there. Subclass, we call these are the subclass of alpha hydrogen, and here we can also write alpha protons by circle alpha axial. This is alpha axial, this one is second alpha axial, and this one is the third alpha axial. So these are the 3 alpha axial protons. Next, sorry, this is alpha axial. Next, alpha equatorial protons, which are squared, first equatorial, second equatorial, and this is third equatorial proton, okay. So these 3 equatorial protons are placed here. So we see here all these 12 protons are present on this chair and its positions are fixed. Its positions are fixed. Means what? Out of these 12 hydrogens, it can be subclassified into the 6 alpha and 6 beta hydrogens. Then 6 beta hydrogens can further subdivided into the 3 axial beta hydrogens and 3 equatorial beta hydrogens, okay. And here 6 hydrogens which are alpha hydrogens, they are further classified into the 3 alpha equatorial and 3 alpha axial one, okay. So you remember these positions, okay. Then next point is planar conformation. How we can convert planar conformation into the chair conformation. So you remember this position first, and then you try to draw planar into the chair conformation, okay. So first, suppose we try to write methyl cyclohexane, and this is planar structure, methyl cyclohexane. So we write this bond by dotted line. This is not a simple one. Okay, so how we can convert this planar structure into the chair conformation? So according to the projection formula, we can say that dotted line can be represented for the alpha groups. Okay, so suppose this is first carbon atom, and on chair conformation, when we trying to convert that into chair, at that time any one out of these 6 carbon atom you can choose as a first carbon atom. Okay, so this is your first carbon atom, and this first carbon atom is alpha. This first carbon atom is okay, so you can try to put this methyl group at the alpha position. Okay, so here I write this is your alpha methyl, and which is placed at the equatorial, and you don't write by dotted line. Why? Because itself equatorial position can represent the side of that methyl group. Okay, so we don't write by dotted line. Okay, so equatorial methyl is nothing but the planar structure of this methyl cyclohexane. Okay, then next point is how we can convert one chair into the another chair through boat conformation. Okay, so here I have one model, and on the basis of that model I will try to show you what is the chair conformation. Okay, so this is the chair conformation of 6-membered ring system, and according to that, here 4 carbon atoms are present in one plane, and another 2 carbon atoms are out of the plane. Okay, so this first carbon atom is below the plane and second one is above the plane. Okay, and these middle 4 carbon atoms are present in one plane. Okay, so these are not fixed position in 6-membered ring system. Why? Because this ring is continuously rotating. This ring is continuously rotating in this fashion. Okay, so no any carbon is above the plane and no any carbon is below the plane. These are not a fixed position of that carbon, so that axial and equatorial position of all hydrogens will change continuously, and that's why it gives a single broad peak in NMR spectroscopy. All these 12 hydrogen can give a single broad peak in NMR spectroscopy. Why? Because all these 12 hydrogens can behave as like a same. Okay, then so how we can convert this one chair into the another chair? So how we can lift this carbon atom like this, and another carbon atom we can change its position. At that time it will convert one chair into the another one. Okay, so how it will convert one chair into another chair? Okay, through boat conformation. We try to draw its energy profile diagram. Okay, suppose this is your first chair and here this is your another chair. Okay, another chair. Here first chair will convert, it will increase its energy, and first chair will convert into the half chair. Then that half chair convert into the twisted boat. This is first twisted boat. Then twisted boat is convert into the boat conformation. This is boat conformation. Then boat conformation further convert into another twisted boat. Okay, then this twisted boat convert into the half chair, and then last structure after that half chair we get here another chair. Okay, so this is simple conversion of one chair into another chair through these 5 conversions or 5 conformations. So here we write this is half chair. Half chair, which is highly energetic structure, which is highly energetic conformation. Then this is twisted boat. This is boat, and this one is chair conformation. So from this energy profile diagram we can conclude that more stable structure of 6-membered ring system is chair conformation, either this chair or this one. Both are more stable structures or more stable conformations, and half chair conformations are highly unstable conformation, high energetic conformation, so that chair or 6-membered ring is not present in half chair conformation. It is only go through that conformation, but chair is converted into the boat conformation through this half chair. Half chair will convert into the twisted boat. Twisted boat is stable than that of boat conformation. Twisted boat is more stable than that of boat conformation, and half chair is less stable than that of chair, boat and twisted boat conformation. Okay, so you remember these points. So we write here stability order of these 5 structures. Okay, first more stable to unstable. So highly stable chair conformation is highly stable than that of half chair, twisted boat. Twisted boat is more stable than that of boat. Boat conformation is more stable than that of half chair. So this is simple stability order. Chair is more stable, twisted boat is less than chair, boat is less than twisted boat, and half chair is highly unstable structure. Okay, then Next point is substituted cyclohexane. So first point is mono-substituted cyclohexane. So here we take one example. This is planar structure of cyclohexane. Suppose we write here methyl group, methyl, and I write here this bond by curl bond. So we try to convert that planar structure into the chair conformation. How many chair conformations are possible from this? Okay, see here, suppose curl bond means we don't get any idea about the position of methyl group present on that carbon atom. So I write here, one is the axial position. This is one of the possible. Then another one is equatorial methyl group. This is axial and this one is equatorial. Okay, so this axial methyl group can represent in planar structure by wedge line. By wedge line. Here we see this equatorial methyl group in chair conformation can represent by dotted line. Okay, so you remember these 2 points. Wedge line is used for the groups present on above the plane, and dotted line we use for the groups which are present on below the plane. So remember student these points, first one and this one is the second point. This is wedge line. Wedge line can give idea about the position of that group on the respective carbon atom. Suppose we write any group by wedge line, at that time you can see here I write here this methyl group by wedge line. Okay, so position of that methyl group is axial one. Why? Because axial bond is beta or above the plane, and here this dotted line I can represent by equatorial bond. Why? Because this equatorial bond are present below the plane, So you remember this point also. Here mono substituted. Now the question arises here, out of these two structures, suppose this is A structure and this one is B structure. Out of these two structures, which one is more stable? These two structures are not equally stable, so that one is more stable and another one is less stable. So which one is more stable? For that we can see here this methyl is present on axial carbon at axial position, and this methyl is present at equatorial position. Okay, so for getting some idea about the stability of the methyl group either on axial and on equatorial position, you try to write the hydrogens adjacent or hydrogens present on the third carbon atom with respect to methyl group. These two hydrogens are there. So we try to take a model. Here you see this is a monosubstituted cyclohexane, and this methyl group I fix here. This is axial one, and these two hydrogens which are present on the 1,3 diaxial position, so that you can see here or you can understood very well. This is a position of methyl, this is hydrogen, this one is another hydrogen which are present on 1,3 diaxial position. Okay, so these are the 1,3 diaxial positions. Okay, so they will interact, these two hydrogen will interact with this methyl group. At that time we get here two 1,3 diaxial interactions, and there are some steric crowding because of bulkier methyl group than that of hydrogen. That's why this structure having methyl group at axial position is unstable than that of methyl group present on the equatorial position. Okay, so here I try to convert that position of methyl group right like this. Okay, so now the methyl group is present at equatorial position, and this equatorial position is out of plane, so it can't interfere with any adjacent proton, so that its stability is more. Okay, so from this conclusion or from this explanation we can conclude that compound A or isomer A is more unstable than that of B, so that equatorial methyl or this compound is more stable than that of A. So B is more stable than that of A. Okay, remember student. Then after that we can see a next point or next lecture, di-substituted cyclohexane. Okay, thank you.